Hello, yes. Like music. Okay. 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 Maybe you have to. This time is okay, but you have to change the pattern of sitting position. That maybe you should see each other. You should. This is okay this time. Next time when you arrange, make sure it's circle. You can face each other. Then you know your expressions, the communication. Then you become connected. Otherwise, like theatrical, is it? Theatrical. Just one direction and always the circle. That's the reason it's called circle. Arka study circle or Jnana study circle, isn't it? Not triangle, circle. So we should do that next time. Do the one. Huh? Okay. So, first, 1 second, always. Thank you very much. Always one moment of. Can anyone see it's like cluttered the way you're all sitting? They can't see from people from behind. They struggle. They can't see so many people. Or else, can I tell you one thing? It's okay now. There's so much space outside in the hall. You could have been there, isn't it? Next session maybe.
You can still go there.
It's okay. You're already like. Now it's too late. It's okay. Let's flow. It will take another half an hour. Scattered energy again to get organized. But always, you all should take liberty and leadership to think how it's going to be. What can I do? Come forward. Someone has to be in front line to decide how it's going to unfold, isn't it? That will help. So, anyway, now what I was trying to say, they're all struggling. Energy doesn't flow behind here and there. So look, for example, when you're watching me or seeing me for many, many years, correct? At least most of you here. What is my first gesture for anyone in today's session? Always, whether it is from the airport or leaving the airport, coming from the airport, or leaving the airport to another destination. Have you ever noticed me? My first gesture is always I just become absorbed into myself. First, it's you say namaste, similar. You are saying namaste internally, with your mind and heart you are saying namaste, look, that's what it is. That's the first gesture. Is not namaste first gesture when we see from the east, now it's coming to the west. Namaste is becoming a bit common, even if you are wearing suit and tie, namaste, they do it, isn't it? So, why that gesture was so ignored, and maybe it's only for the East, it is for the whole world, isn't it? So that's a good practice, so-called corporation culture. Always never do namaste, never fold your hands, always shake their hands, or simply hi, hello. If you go to Thailand, it's even better practice than India. Thailand. How many of you have been to Thailand? One. Holiday people know better. You are the holiday person. Okay. So, look, what do they do in India? At least they are reducing day by day, but anyway. At least namaste. In northern India, much practice, I think, namaste. South bit, hi, western type. But if you go to Thailand, like places, not just namaste, I'll show you how to do it. No, look, they do it like this. This goes well with the Thailand now, like namaste. They do it, unofficially in parliament and everywhere. Can call out crap, chapai talat. They speak like this. Means, how are you? Have you, are you okay? Like those of Thai language. So, one step ahead, isn't it? So, it's opening gesture, opening. How you open the curtain of your body, the eyelids, or the curtain of your eyes. You open and you see the world, correct? And again. You do many times. But first time when you want to get up, how you lift the curtain? With what thought you lift your curtain of your body. Not the window, first here, that first curtain. What you want to see, how you want to see the world. Maybe I should stand there so you can't see. How you want to see the world. It's mostly your projection, isn't it? Mostly. We don't exactly see the way it is. We also put what we want to see, isn't it? So, there is such a facility in our design of the body and the brain. You can capitalize on it and see what you really want to see in a positive way, if you want, rather than seeing the negative. Negativity you don't have to practice, it's just there. Do you have to go for training courses and how to become negative, more negative? You don't have to be. How come it's so natural to be negative, angry, upset, frustrated, to be revengeful? It's all natural. And to only see fault in people, that's natural, correct? And this has become unnatural for us to become good person. How it is that? Good person, to see good things, to think good, do good. Oh, you have to practice, go for retreats and trainings and seminars and read books and go to temples and make sure you meet such people who think like this and then empower yourself. Oh God, this has to be so difficult. Come on, better to be bad and get on with it, isn't it? Better to be negative and make this easy. Easy? That's what it is. Lazy people will always fall back. Lazy means what? Just if you sleep for long hours, doesn't mean you are lazy. You may be tired. You are not getting good sleep probably. Isn't it? So lazy people means, in my view, who fall behind the rhythm of nature, who fall back. They just let the rhythm and the wave of nature go over them and they stay behind wherever they are. Active people means they join the wave of nature, the rhythm of nature. They just pulse of nature. They join their pulse with the pulse of nature and they go. They experience music, melody. What's happening? Melody. Energy is so good. They are yogis. And they live according to the laws of nature, according to the feel of nature, how we should be, how animals are, how other beings are. But we are so going with it. If you need a break, you can withdraw respectfully from what's happening, withdraw respectfully, and in dhyana, that's what dhyana, namaste, mind with the heart again. I cannot go with the rhythm of nature, it's too dynamic, too active. At least let me not proceed, recede into the inner nature. What's happening internally, let me join that pulse, that micro rhythm, microwave, not that microwave. Again, don't think of microwave immediately. We can't even use such words. These corporations have taken over such words and they have caused so much damage to our human brains and minds, and even they have penetrated our neural library even. As soon as you say microwaves, you think of the box, boring, the dull, cancer-causing microwave, the box. Anybody saws microwave, please throw that out. That's the dangerous, cancer-causing box. Seriously, microwave, don't use isn't it? Usually what's instant is always dangerous, especially in technology. But it's presented so in a fancy way on television. So just walk inside, just press the button, it opens the door and you can go. You can, a fancy way, don't have to worry about it. You just go and, you open the door, you just go, it opens the door. And what you want, curtain, yes, you go near it will close the curtain. So you have nothing to do. Even when the food, it will prepare. There are some robots now to prepare food. Seriously, it's in England already. And one of the restaurants maybe. So you just have to press the button. I want this dish, okay. Pre-programmed. It does it, and robots will bring it near your table. So you don't have to work. Just simply relax. That's your life. Or you don't work hard, and your muscles will become weak if you work hard. People, oh God, it hurts. That's right. What they said on TV, it hurts. It hurts. Even while they are saying it hurts, although we haven't done it. We are so weak-minded, brainwashed, washed by these technologies. Keep technology at arm's length. Don't let that enter your personal life, bodies. Keep it at arm's length. Use it when you want and then just leave it there. Don't carry into your lives, into your bedroom, under the pillow, the mobile phone. You're really very difficult, isn't it? Switch off Wi-Fi before you go to bed at home. Going to cause so much problem to you in the long run. Switch off unforgetfully. Although you switch off light, switch off the Wi-Fi as well. That causes intense radiation, isn't it? So we are focused on instant relief, not constant relief, instant relief. So, and we should become models, not the catwalking models, the models of the world, how people should look at you, the way your lifestyle, the way you are. They should also be asking you, what do you do? How do you live life? You seem different. Your energy, something is good. As soon as I come near you, I feel a bit better. Oh God, that means such people are doing the right thing. Some people, even if you are blindfolded, as soon as you go near some person, oh my God, I want to stay away from that person. No, you haven't seen that person. No, something happens, something tingling or tackling. I don't know what to say in the language. Or this can be worse than microwave radiation, human radiation. If they are negative, intense vibrations penetrating, whoever is around them penetrates like X-ray waves. Humans can cause even damage to atmosphere. At least microwave causes damage to the people who are in the house, or maybe a little bit outside even. But here, atmosphere, ruining atmosphere. Plants and trees at home start dying, isn't it? So the point is, now you are that joining the waves and rhythm of nature in all possible ways we join. Like orchestra is going on, beats, drums and violin, different musical instruments, and the singer has to wait. He may be standing on the same stage, but he can't. He has to jump in. How to jump in, when to jump in. The music director is standing there with a stick, not to hit you, but to guide you. Like this, he does it something like, you have to keep on observing. Okay, he says like this. That means you go now inside quickly. Join in with your singing, with your sound of voice. So that is how we join in with the orchestra of nature, isn't it? Dhyana means, again, recede, to join the inner rhythm, same nature is also in us, isn't it? How did I come to know all these things? Through dhyana, becoming deeply into my dhyana. That was revealed, the knowledge was revealed, intuition blossomed, gave me the picture, this is how things are. Oh, not just one, two, countless times. I was so graced with such jnana is the right word, not the knowledge again, knowledge in bracket. Then really, it worked with so many people when I shared and inspired them, helped them to transform. So, and also remember, we somehow become selfish. Only I want to grow. That's not allowed in spiritual realm, not allowed. That means they will not making any progress at all, simply wasting time. The welcoming nature. Anyway, a new person walks inside, if some people are coming for years and years, immediately we shrink. A new person has come in. Like a tribal group, somebody entered with a Discovery Channel or someone. Oh God, okay, our gestures will disgrace them. We think we are normal, we are not doing anything. But unconsciously, the thought we carry, that somehow the body can't really hold it. Body will express body language. Isn't it? Simply if you do like this enough. You shrug your shoulder like this when somebody walks in. That's enough, isn't it? If you don't look at them, or when you open the door, just go open and just walk away, not looking at them. There are many gestures like this. Or just, oh my God, okay. Like little things, or even the water that you're drinking, bang the water bar, the cup there in front of them as soon as you see them. That's enough. Isn't it? It's humans really. We are really, every day we got to check what we are doing, really, where we are going, what do we really want. But living for the world, the best. But in some cultures, I can't name them, living for yourselves the best. Others don't even bother. There are some cultures and even religions, they're going with the big drum beats, and sometimes they get numbers even. No members, only numbers. So it's welcoming nature, welcoming gesture. If we have it in us, only then it will happen. If we don't have in us, it won't happen artificially. Even if you are trained 100 times to say this, like military soldiers, like stand, walk now, sit, to say this, military intelligence. Even if you train them, they can't do it because it's not naturally coming. You forget what you have been taught, isn't it? Or when we open the door, you smile at them, say hello to them, lead them to some chair, not the chair that makes too much noise anyway. Then maybe you can call it musical chair to get away with that. You just have to make it even better. You bring another instrument next to them and they're making noise with the piano or violin, and that goes well, isn't it? Anyway, so those are the issues really. If you have to expand yourself, your horizon. Do good things to others, that's the best, you agree? Paropakaram, say, idam, shariram. Sanskrit phrase, well-known Vedic phrase. Paropakaram idam, shariram. Shariram means body. Shariram in Sanskrit means your body, physical body. Shariram. Yes, how beautiful the word is. Shariram. Correct? How does it feel like? Shariram. Na sariram sa. That becomes some other, it goes 100 miles away from this original meaning. Sarira, something like different. Sha, S-H-A. Shariram. Not shariram even. Shariram. Not shariram. Then it sounds like a shariram sounds like Shriram. That's another. It takes you wherever. As though you are standing here, you got multiple doors and windows everywhere, all over. Here you go, it just takes you anywhere you want to, beginning from your sounds to your looks to thoughts, anywhere. Isn't it? Where you want to go. Because the world is too big. Isn't it? Too big, really too big. Can anyone say, no matter how much money they have, I want to go and see every country in the world, every village, I want to visit and see their culture, sit with them, eat with them, talk to them, and come back with my experience and write a big book. Is that ever possible? By even multi-billionaires cannot do that. Because world is big. You cannot do that. You want to watch the video, by fast forwarding you cannot do that. You agree? Recorded one already. So big. So how come in this big world we got the small body? Did anyone think about that? I have really gone very deep to sort out all these things from a very early age. How come really the body is not, our size of the body is not matching with the size of the planet? Correct? How come really? Doesn't make any sense. And do you have that many people? Okay, in the world, not that many people. Only some mentally retarded or challenged, we should say, we can't say retarded, challenged. Everything has to be politically correct, not the politically. That's the reason you can't say anything. That means you are losing your own freedom of expression even. That's not good. But you have to be polite and respectful for people who have got issues, but make sure pleasant words can be used, but not political style. But you got poetry, you got literature, isn't it? You can use graceful words to say the same thing, isn't it? So, where do you start? There's so much low. Shariram, getting back to this now. Idam paropakaram. Idam. Idam means idam. Idam means this one. Idam. Don't say idam. Say idam. Try. Say like this. Do like this. Paropakaram. Idam. Like the shariram. This is the meaning. Now you got it. You won't forget now. I'm sure. Huh? Someone really called me in the morning from the United States and Arka ji, I watched your full video. I saw your talk. Oh my God. I said, I hope I didn't say anything wrong about you in my talk. No. Oh, then really? Are you sure you're not kidding? I said. Then you know what the person said? Nainam chindante shastrani. Then I although I was not on video call, I did namaste through the phone, like this, namaste. You have watched it. They said the sloka. Okay, I have to bow down, correct? It's isn't it? So like this. So we're talking about this. Paropakaram, idam, this, meaning in English, this, idam, this, shariram. Now can I tell you the meaning? This body is really, if you drink the meaning, my God, what am I doing? This body, this life, what do you think? Is it for you? Like as though nature has descended now, come down to check what's going on in the world, and came to the Earth planet, and then came to this retreat center, also trying to see everyone. What do you think you are doing? Your life. Don't say that again. The life is bestowed upon you only to serve the world. It's not for, if you are healthy, you must be working even more in giving to the world. But it doesn't make any sense to us logically, mathematically, in accounts wise. Oh, I have to really accumulate more wealth. I should gather more. I should increase the number, isn't it? Number of the finance, number, currency number. And that's the only way I can really become resourceful. Maybe then I will decide whether to give something to people to help them or not. But how can you give when you don't have anything? Isn't it? So, giving means it's not money. If you have honey, give honey instead if you don't have the money to somebody, make them happy. Doesn't give. The thought of giving here, that spiritual way of looking at things is entirely different than physical way of looking at life. It's giving nature. Some come to me privately when they to see me. Arka ji, Yogi Arka ji, Guru ji, I wish I had so much funds. I wanted to give so much good work you are doing in India and everywhere. I must have give so much. Then I look at them, my God, you are great. Don't give. You are great. Your thought, that counts in spiritual realm, in spiritual way of living life, that counts. In physical, social, corporate, utter material world, give me the money, then I trust you. Put the money on the table now, the check or the cash, then I trust you. Here, no, don't give. If you can, it's up to you, but that's not at all the topic to be underlined. Your intention is incredible, isn't it? That means their energy, the way they say from the heart, without their emotion, that has really gone somewhere to do work on its own. In some, that's really hard to work out through physics or mathematics. How it's going to help? Just by saying good words. Anybody can say saccharine words. That's not saccharine words. Real sweet words. Inherently sweet. Because genuinely coming from the heart, really if I had, I would give for that cause. Huh? You've been coming and giving so much time over the years, again and again, and that has helped and changed our lives so positively. Our children have grown up, they're all well settled. It's time for me to give something. What the work you are doing, can you really give me the list? I would like to just put something, build in our family name, something where people can benefit, where children can really grow, Gurukula can go, and these things can cherish and flourish there as well. So they can say, the thought. I said, thank you very much, really great. Now, you have given, it's received and communicated already. Isn't it? It's how you, that's giving. Don't worry about the physical part, the thought giving, correct? Then that giving makes you very wealthy. Wealthy because you think like that. Your thinking is very big, broad thinking. Oh, I want. Huh? Please come home. I will, feed you. You don't have to go to a restaurant. Come to my house. Those thoughts. So much. Are you okay? You need anything? Are you okay? If somebody coughs in front of me, have you observed in my audiences or anywhere over the years? I stop talking, give some water to that person in the crowd. If people are simply sitting, not doing anything, maybe due to whatever the good reasons, then I myself take my own water and just walk straight to the person and say, please take some water. They feel a bit embarrassed. Oh my God, Guruji himself coming to give me the water. They're also happy at the same time. Shy? I said, no. Not everyone is watching, don't worry. Only a handful of people are watching in the crowd. You take it and just give it. It's a feeling of caring there. Are they okay? Isn't it? I have done it so many times. This is not like let people see what I am doing, not like that. Just it comes. Even if there are 2 people, I do the same thing. 1 person, I do the same thing. 2,000, the same thing. Isn't it? I was telling someone in India, they wanted to really speak in a hush tone, hush like. I said, you put some secret cameras. The same thing I'm going to speak. Don't tell me you have put the camera. Let me forget for some time what I have really said it now. Later on you can put it. Then I won't even know. Then record the same thing. I won't change. Isn't it? So that's your flow. The way you are. Can anyone decorate a flower? Decorate a flower, natural flower, not the electronic one. You use flower to decorate things. But what about the flower you want? Can you enhance its beauty by decorating something? That means we are going to mess up the flower's beauty. Beauty, correct? So that's how we should be. And secondly, remember your health depends upon mainly the way you think. Can I say something? One person is sitting here in the audience today, here. I will name the person openly, don't worry, just to give a little bit of suspense. I asked that person, like from the child, from very young age, I always wondered how different people think. I believe everyone has got that truth in them. I believe that ardently. I have not changed that. Every person, each and everyone has their own truth. If you really, I uphold them because I can see that truth, what have they got in them. They may not know, but I look upon them. And then in India, once, one area, I went to one street where quite narrow and lots of traffic, and then one was really dragging the bullock cart. No, there was no bull himself. The gentleman was dragging the cart with so much load on it, and then no top, only the bottom part because maybe sweat, it's too hot, I was doing it. And the elderly person, they were driving me the car. I said, please stop the car here, pull up here, side. There was no space somehow for just a minute, put the hazard light on. Then I did like this, seriously from behind. Even today I can think of the image. The person was driving, he looks at me, sir, there's no temple? No temple. You are doing namaste. You were looking for the god, some godly photo, temple, something, maybe drawing at least. Nothing is available. God's drawing at least, now I know where you are connecting with. But he wondered. I said, I saw the living God, walking God, dragging God. The great. What does it mean? I explained him later on. He's the true yogi to me, not me. That person is a real yogi. Look at that. How much he struggles. He could normally they would retire and enjoy their life playing golf with the stick and the balls and going walking in some lush green area with we're a bit thirsty. Can I have some different options? 10 options for them to whether to drink this or that drink, which one? But no drink, not even water. We don't go outside without the water bottle. And if we don't go outside, water bottle will go outside first. Then we go and follow the water bottle. Isn't it? But that person I saw, I really regard greatly. What an example. If you want to learn, if you're open, amazing, isn't it? How much you can learn from the world. Every bit, every step, teaching is coming. To me, teaching is coming, messages coming, every corner, everything. How much you can bask in? Yes, not don't go to rob or something. No robbing, only bask in. That's enough. Then people will start screaming, I scream, whatever. You scream, I scream. Don't go. So that person, getting back to this point now, on track, I asked, what is the secret of health? I asked. He says, I asked the same question to my grandmother, to everyone, whoever, but I always question. Then, Guruji, to me, attitude. He said that. His name is Keval. He's sitting here. Very, very striking, wonderful answer. Isn't it? Keval said it. Guruji, attitude means good attitude will complement much to your health. Not only believing in the physical, nutritional, that kind of health. Attitude. Isn't it, Keval? You've forgotten maybe? I remember that. You gave wonderful answer. Yourself, Keval. Yes. It's not a volleyball to pass the credit to someone else. I know you're a volleyball expert too. With the hang gloves you used to come. I even remember the hang gloves, how it was. You could see the fingers. So like this, each one of you, the point is, each one of you have some truth. Discover that truth and live with that truth. Okay, now another thing I'm going to underline, spreading the word, that's important. Sharing good things with people, make them feel better, think positively, become more constructive, let them live their life to whatever the extent nature permits. And because humans are the main people looking after the planet. If you can fix humans, you have fixed everything, you agree? Don't fix the animals, they are wonderful. They know how to live life. Don't try to teach them, they will teach. If we can learn, we can watch them and learn from them. Even Patanjali Maharshi, he watched animals in staying in forests, dense forests. He observed animals, how animals wake up in the morning, what do, how do they live life, isn't it? And Discovery Channel people and many other channels go to capture and show with their own commentary. It's knowledge, of course, but they didn't, go much deeply. It looks like spiritual in the spiritual sense. But Patanjali Maharshi, he observed, he came back and really codified yoga. Let animals' lifestyle be the example for humans. He gave excellent gift to the world, Makarasana, crocodile posture, Mayurasana, peacock position, isn't it? Gomukhasana, face of the cow. When you observe that position, it appears in the distance like the face of a cow. Gomukhasana, isn't it? Like so many, like the lion, Simhasana, lion position. So many, almost all animals he has covered, isn't it? So if you can observe, that's enough. There's one culture. That culture didn't take this. They thought, why don't we kill the animal so that we can get that special ability or agility in our life. So they kill and eat almost all animals. But whereas Patanjali Maharshi, no, observe and absorb. Don't disturb them, don't kill them for your personal, some weird pleasure. Definitely you're not going to get good health. By killing an animal, before an animal is killed, it will secrete some poison. Obviously it's got fear. My God, they sense well ahead. Oh, they are going to butcher me, my God. Okay. Then some extreme fear, and that become impressed. So anyway, I leave it up to individuals. Anyway, I don't want to go too deep, and I don't want people to feel extremely bad if they are consuming something, but let them use their own discretion. Anyway, I just mentioned lightly. Okay, we are respectful of everything, what people do, but do it with awareness. Yes, if your conscience agrees, do it. Don't ask anybody, don't follow anyone. Conscience, your first guru. Anyway, so that's how it is. So truth in everyone. So these are the talks like a truth in everyone, I said. It's written in Petals of the Heart book, for example, in Adventures of Self-Discovery, in Arka Dhyana book, so many quotations. Right? Even Adventures of Self-Discovery, quotations. Our quotations are so well known in the world already, people use it. Some people put their names even. Excuse me. Dr. Praveen Patel even went that far. He came once. Guru, it looks like the Swaminarayan people are stealing our thoughts, he said once. And some other people, like some Kundalini Shakti people, he went there. He also said, whatever you said, previously they were not saying all these things. After I visited Toronto and went back, in the audience somewhere, I don't know who came in disguise, or they took. I said, it's for everybody. Knowledge doesn't belong to you. Belong to everyone. Seriously. This concept, this feeling, it belongs to everyone. Never to let us shrink in our minds and brains, in our hearts. We have to, okay, it's okay. So long as they are not misusing, that's okay. It's for people. It's for, see, you have to create that energy and good thought. So then you will be embraced by nature. So now you can tell me, no, is it not poetical, Guruji? Nature will embrace you. How will that embrace you? Come on, it's only the word, isn't it? Nature will embrace you means nature is nature living or dead in your view? Is it a non-living entity or living entity? Nature. Can you believe that? If we say nature is not a non-living entity, that means we are contradicting our existence. It's like saying that my mother, I have no mother from my, before birth or after birth I have no mother, isn't it? So this is really, so that nature, how nature embraces us? Because when you think big, when you think generously, when you think big, think generously, broadly, wishing well for others or considering others' well-being as much as you can, as far as you can go. Paropakaram. I think unless you say properly, you won't register like this half broken, like a chavdo or maybe some what you call bhatia. No, not like that. You got to be full. Go all out. Shanghai. Correct. Paropakaram. That's the reason I said paropakaram. Like you see, means. Para means others. Para. Upakara means upkar karo usko bolte hain Hindi mein. Upakara, what does it mean? Help. Para upakara. In Sanskrit, paropakaram. Because you speak too much English, no, it doesn't work. So, no, it's okay, next time we try. But you are trying your best. You have done very well. Is it too obvious? Oh my God! I have to be a little more economical in giving compliments. Then, and you're slowly improving. Then, very bit by bit. That makes real. It was real. This is getting better, isn't it? Oh God! No. Paropakaram means like showing to the world. Paropakaram, serving the world and others. Idam, perfect. As much as we can, not at the cost of really suffering, not sleeping late nights, not having food in time, not at that expense. But look after yourself first, of course, fairly, reasonably good enough to feel okay, now I can go outside, isn't it? And the rest, always this should be kept in our intention, that's enough. Always be ready to, isn't it? So spreading the word means you have to make others aware, yes, not in the seriously, you are doing wrong, my teacher hasn't taught me this, not like argumentative way. Through arguments you will never win anyone. You end up breaking away your relationship. Always inclusive communication. How do you do that? Inclusive, say? Inclusive. Visualize that you are embracing someone, hugging someone, welcoming someone, including someone. That's called inclusive communication. And this is exclusive communication. You exclude person immediately when you are speaking. I am not like that, I won't do like that, means excluded. Another person, correct? Instantly, like put a China wall in the middle, isn't it? So that's what really here. So this phrase, keep it in your mind. So if you have good health, it's for others. When you think of helping someone, then you get better health. Interesting. You can check, magical things happen. Oh, I want to look after my husband, or I want to look after my wife. That's the reason. So then they get energy. If they say, I want to look after myself, means no, never enough. Isn't it interesting? So that's, as soon as you think, my neighbor really, he's a good man, but he's struggling, I want to help him, whether on the weekend, means you get energy. Okay, good. If they're welcome, if they are also welcoming, like this. But anyway, inspire youngsters. Spend some time with youngsters. Children, in the sense, those who are like coming to proper age, speak to them. When you go to somebody's house or when you find opportunity, speak to them, how they think. As soon as you go to some wedding party or somewhere, all elderly people will group themselves, middle-aged people one side, all youngsters on one side. They automatically become divided. Not with their dress or anything, with their attitude. I don't believe in age, at least their attitude. In some exceptional cases, elderly people, they are really surrounded by young people in the parties. What attracts them? Because youngness, the attitude of being young in thinking, that attracts them, not the physically you have to be young, not in that sense. Isn't it? So that means accommodating nature will help. See? If anyone, so many times really when I really want to eat, or maybe when I want to relax or rest, relaxation very rare anyway, or rest or do something else, attend some other phone calls, at that time I get knock sound, oh, people are waiting, they want to go, they want to see you. Do I ever say, no, I can't see them? Is there anyone, one case, show me anybody, I can't see them, they have to go, sorry, I can't see them. Ever, did I ever say? Always I try, how can I accommodate them? At least even if they are stopped by any good reason, that no, Guruji is taking rest, we can't see, as soon as I overhear this, as soon as I notice that, I come outside and say, please come, isn't it? So that's accommodating, isn't it? So these are the things can lead you to good dhyana experience eventually. That will make things so wonderful, isn't it? But spend time with young people. Don't ignore them. They won't listen, and then we go away from them. Why should they listen? They shouldn't be listening. That's the reason they are like that. They are exploring their own ways. But if we can listen to our hearts, that's better first. So we spend time with them, listen to them. What are their views? Why do they think like that? But we have to. But what we do, why we are not able to communicate with them means flowingly, because our expectation, as soon as I go, they should listen to me. Military commander. So, especially in the past, you may have listened to your grandparents, because the culture was different. There was no television, no mobile phone, isn't it? At that time, the world was so different. No chemicals, pure. Everything was pure and pristine. So much value. Culture was dancing, isn't it? Even in the streets, so rich. But now you're bringing them up in a different way. And first, the vulnerable area for children, go to school. That's where the education. Now it's getting worse, education. You got to be careful what your children are taught, how they are taught, isn't it? So you all have to take up individual liberties and become more aware and do what you can do, which is simply keep quiet. Being silent means giving consent. Plato said it looks like. Being silent means giving consent. So how to bring back the world the way, may not be exactly the way it is. Some people say even at so-called top level, world will never be the same. Means we are never going to make the world the same, like in that tone. Open declaration, isn't it? Anyway, so spreading the word, making the world as natural as possible, to retain its naturalness, and also as constructive as possible. So if humans wake up, the whole world will wake up. Then nothing much to worry. If you walk in the street in the middle of the night, if at all you get scared or frightened, what for you becomes frightened? Tell me. What for? Is it for a plant you get frightened, or animals? You get frightened of bacteria. What are you frightened of? Sometimes when you go on your own, about and like this. Why? Only ask. We are frightened of other human beings coming and troubling you, correct? Blocking the road or robbing you, or maybe doing some harmful things. You're worried about other human beings. Can you believe that? It shouldn't be the case. As soon as you see one human being, even if that person is a stranger, oh my God, I got the support. We should be thinking like that. But even if you see some 5 people coming right before you when you park the car somewhere in the evening, 11 o'clock or something, it's a bit, oh my God, I don't know what they're going to do. That shouldn't be the case. No, they are really protectors. They're coming. We don't have to worry now anymore. That's not the case, isn't it? Unless you go and talk to them properly. There are good people, good things are happening, but it has to grow more. Anyway, so thank you very much. Unless you have got questions. Any question from anybody? कमल खिलता है, कमल खिलते क्वेश्चन से खिलता है, सुंदर क्वेश्चन से. बोलना कमल.
Yes, sir. You touched about nature.
No, before you complete the question, विभा, उनका क्वेश्चन इतना सुंदर होगा, पावरफुल होगा, उन्हों आंसर करेंगे, देखते रहना, और आंसर करेंगे, सच्चा आंसर करेंगे.
So as a nature, of course, we can learn from it. Not only nature, the mountains, the oceans, the rivers, the fields. We can learn from animals and birds. And of course, it has its own, nature has its own nature, like fire, nature is to burn. Water in river, nature is to flow. Wind, it should blow. Regardless of which country, doesn't care, the ethnicity, it blows. So, but overall, governing all this is some order, not only order, but universal order that makes these things happen. And that order, we can call it God, we can call it cosmic consciousness, whatever. But there is that universal order. For 12 billion years, the universe has been expanding, and there are spheres around which all the planets and other spheres revolve, because the bigger attracts the smaller. And we call it law of attraction. The other word for it is gravity. We can't feel it, we can't sense it, we can't see it, but there is gravity, just like there is ether. So yes, that, if at least to me, makes me realize that there is a fashioner, a designer, a creator, that it didn't happen just by accident. We call it about Big Bang, but who were you or what created that Big Bang? So you sort of reflect and see how minute a part are we in the whole creation of universe. And yet we are created noble. Every soul is created noble when it sort of embodies in the body connection. And of course, when the body dies, the soul goes into its journey towards, call it Godhead, for example. But yes, these things are to be reflect that we are created noble, and a sentence in the Bible says, "Wherefore do thou abase thyself, when we have created you noble?" So yeah, like when you say Namaskar, it is paying homage to your divinity.
Anyone else? You do not have to be a question like a Kamal reflection or anything. Before you have tea or something. Is it indirect enough or not enough?
Suppose you talked about soul this morning. Where does the soul go?
Kamal, आपके पास सुंदर क्वेश्चन, आपका फ्रेंड उधर, एग्जैक्टली दे आर सिटिंग इन द सेम लोकेशन. आप बाजू में बैठ सकते हो, नहीं तो विवाह थोड़ा देर के लिए अपना चेयर एक्सटेंड कर. नहीं, इट्स ओके, इट्स ओके. No, why not? Why not? She's generous. She's generous. Great. So question. पूछा ना?
Gee, I'm a little hard of hearing, so if you can...
So that's the reason बाद में अच्छा विभा थोड़ा comment कर दे वो चीज़ है वो तो धरती दिल chair little bit chair space for Hindu हाँ there you go
Soul कहाँ पे जाता है?
Soul कहाँ पे जाता है?
After your body here.
Soul came from the creation. We call it the kingdom of God or whatever you can call it. And when there is conception, when the ego, like the ovum, sperm, and met, evolution starts. There is a connection right from that point onwards, soul to the body. And that is why we say the real you is not body, the real you is not mind, not even intellect, but your soul. That is your real essence. So when the body dies, it will die. Nobody is immortal. So when the body dies, it goes back into the 5 elements of the earth. But the soul is released from the body. Its soul is not inside the body, but there is connection. Like the lamp and the sun. So,
but does it always end up there where it came
You
from?
want?
yes, no.
Ready?
Yes. The soul yearns to go back to its creator.
But then some come back for...
He's very well read, Guruji.
That
I'm telling you.
is still controversial, the theory of reincarnation of body and you can come back even as animals and things. That is still controversial. As far as the science and the avatars, they have said that we progress towards Godhood.
We do, but do we do it first janam? It's done now.
All
Since we met
right.
Guruji,
All right.
that's it.
You can go by your own spiritual progress. You are also blessed by your avatars and gurus that you, even so and so that you will meet your loved ones in the next world. Next world is not a space and time, but it is another dimension, another realm where you will meet your parents, your loved ones, your people who you